Hey everybody, Maverick Texan coming to you live. I see that I'm recording. Coming to you live from my hotel room. I tried to make a video earlier today from the petrified forest of Flora, Mississippi. That's where I happen to be right now working. I sat down on a park bench the other day and I just watched the people pass me by. All types of people from all walks of life. And I got to thinking about how, as human beings, we're all the same. We all require the basic necessities of life, and we all want, on an emotional level, the same exact thing: happiness. I got to thinking about a Marine Corps buddy of mine that I served with. Our drill instructor asked us why he joined the Corps, and he said that he wanted to give back to the country that had given him so much. Pretty remarkable when you think about it, the circumstances that brought his family across the border, illegally or illegally, doesn't matter. These videos aren't about politics. But I got to thinking about that, and then I saw a Facebook post that said, in one word, describe what you need right now. And I read that and I thought I was going to get a lot of funny answers. But I saw a lot of serious answers. Everybody wanted vacations. Everybody wanted money. Everybody wanted sleep above all. Which means we're working entirely way too much to capture those things that we want. And maybe if we organized our lives and redefined what really makes us happy, we wouldn't work so much and we would get the sleep that we want. But beyond that, many other people said that they just wanted love. A lot of people said that they wanted hugs. They just wanted to have a friend that could understand them, that could hold them. It occurred to me that these videos I'm making are not just for people like me with Asperger's or people like me that are veterans, but for everybody, for all humanity. What I'm trying to do is give my life skills for what they're worth, things that I have learned throughout my life through the struggles that I've faced, and how I faced them and how I've overcome them. And I try to share those things with you, and I try to do it clearly and concisely. I hope I'm getting better. I appreciate everybody's feedback. But we're all alike. We all want the one same basic thing, and that's happiness. Mandy Hale says it best that we go through life, experience the things that we don't like, so that we understand what we want out of life. And those are my words, not hers, of course. But I got to thinking about that. I got to thinking about another quote. I'm going to have to read it from you. It's from Thich Nhat Hanh. And of course the internet says it's true, so it must be, and I'm a French model. But anyway, that name is attributed to this quote. So when you look deeply into your anger, you will see that the person you call your enemy is also suffering. As soon as you see that, the capacity for accepting and having compassion for them is there. And I got to thinking about those two things, sitting there on that park bench. And I thought originally that the compassion that I needed to talk about was the compassion that we need to give ourselves. That we need to forgive ourselves, because we can be the worst, most brutal judges, judging ourselves against everything that we see in the media, instead of focusing on what is truly important. And I talked about it in my last video. The things that are truly important, the things that really make you happy, the things that define who you are. Take a break. Take a break from your judgment. I'm reminded of that Kermit the Frog meme where he's kicked back in the chair, he's got his hands behind his head, and he says, you know what, I've been through a lot. And I have, and you have, and we all have. Give yourself a break. Relax a little bit. Quit beating yourself over the head. You're not too fat. You're not too thin. You're not too weak. You're not too tall. You're not too small. Just relax and enjoy who you are. Enjoy the uniqueness and the beauty of you. So with that quote from Thich Nhat Hanh, I got to thinking about the compassion towards our enemies, and beyond the enemy of ourselves. After giving it more thought, I thought about my dad. And I'd like to remain an enigma, so I don't share too much of me. But my dad was the enemy for me. And I spent a lot of years fighting and yelling and arguing and cursing and just not progressing. I've eaten out of dumpsters. I've been homeless numerous times. I've had a hard time. And it's because of the metaphorical backpack. The metaphorical backpack, if you've never heard of it, anytime someone angers you, does you wrong, offends you, hurts you, stabs you in the back, insults you, you carry a backpack and you fill it with rocks of insults, of offenses, of hurt, of pain, of all the bad things in your life that bog you down. The weight of them tears on your shoulders, causes you to hunch over, causes you to look at the ground. So when you look up, all you see is the mud. That's all that's in your field of vision. When really, we need to take that backpack off. We need to get rid of all that burden in our lives. We need to forgive. And that's how I get to this video. After all that thought, because my mind is always going, is we need to forgive. And that's what I decided to talk about today. Forgiveness, probably one of the hardest things that a human has to do. How do you forgive? That's not an easy question to answer. That's there's no 12-step program that addresses how to do that. And I'm not claiming to be a genius, but I did develop my own 5-step program, how to forgive. You know, I always write everything down. I keep journals and journals of this stuff. So I'm going to say it. Number 1, how to forgive. Start with prayer. Now, you can say what you want, you can argue all day, you can say, oh, church is for the weak, and I hate those people, but when it comes down to it, your life and your happiness is not about church, it's not about religion. It's about your spirituality in whatever terms you see it. So whether you believe in God or not, you need to find a basis of who you are. And I have found that prayer helps with that. Even meditation, if you will. To define who you are, to reach out, to have faith, to see who you are and what you believe in, to talk to yourself or talk to your Heavenly Father about where you want to go, where you've been, who you want to be. So number 1 in Maverick Texans' step for forgiveness, start with prayer. Number 2, set goals. You can talk all day long, but you're never going to make a bit of difference in your own personal life by not doing anything. Set goals. Write it all down. Thousands of people that have come before you and me and are a lot smarter than you and me have set goals, and they testify of how important it is to set goals for yourself. And then the 3rd step is to get to work. You've got to accomplish those goals. You've got to figure out how you're going to accomplish them. You've got to get off the couch. You've got to quit watching Jeopardy. You've got to start jogging some laps. You've got to read some self-help books. Get into church. Start reading the scriptures. Figure out who it is you want to be in life. What measure of man or woman you want to be. What statute will you hold yourself to and achieve it? Number 4, never quit. You're going to get into it a week, a couple of days, 2 weeks, and you're going to get tired. You're going to get sore. Your body's going to get sore. Your mind is going to get sore. You're going to get tired. Especially if you have Asperger's like me, your mind is going to go crazy and you're going to want to shut down. But you can't. You can't give up. You've got to give yourself the chance to succeed. You've got to give yourself the chance to be happy. Never give up. Keep trying. Even if it's baby steps, tiny little steps that progress you forward. Never give up. Keep moving forward. Number 5, Jack's 5th step for reaching forgiveness is to end with prayer. Make prayer your day-to-day life. Keep it a part of you. Meditation, talking to your Heavenly Father. Remember always that you're on a path. This is a course, a progression of learning. So that now that you've learned what you don't want in your life, what you will not accept in your life, now you can look towards the future. You can have hope. You can start looking above the mud that you're buried in. You can start healing from the mental illness, the depression that holds you down. Start focusing more on a new routine for you aspies out there, on what's going to stretch you, what's going to cause you a little pain, but what's going to ultimately lead you to what we all crave, and that's happiness and love. And I hope that you all find it. This has been it's not been a fun video to make. It's always difficult for me to make these videos, but I give it to you from my heart. I give it to you from my experiences. I hope you love them. I hope you take notes. I hope you apply it to your lives. I hope it makes a difference. Please share these videos with anybody that you know that needs some help in their lives, needs a little coaching, if you will, a life coach. I don't view myself as a life coach, but there you go. Hit me up on Facebook, Jack Maverick. I've also got a page, Mav8, M-A-V-E-I-G-H-T. That's where I kind of post all this stuff. I'm on Instagram, Mav8 or the Dragon. I'm on Snapchat, Mav8 or the Dragon. And I'm on Twitter, Mav8 or Maverick8 or the Dragon. You can probably find me anywhere in any of those outlets under any of those names. I can't make a decision to save my life. Also, I just published Devil Dog Episode 5 on Amazon Kindle. Go get it. I love it. This one's my favorite one. So, again, my friends, stay positive, stay thirsty, keep moving forward, keep giving yourself the opportunity and the chance to succeed and be happy in life. Refocus your life. Get rid of the negativity. Focus on happiness. Focus on positivity. Surround yourself with those people that are going to push you toward that direction. I love you all. Thanks for your feedback. Have a blessed day. Bye.